And the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down, Rivers. And that is incomplete here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action. Rivers. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a carry here for Orleans, Darkwan. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now Newton. Hunter Henry brings it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Newton. This is caught by Jackson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Darkwa. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
New York set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him and try to keep him away from their plays.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Newton now on second down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. New York set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Leonard Fournette. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now Rivers. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Play action. It's Newton. Right side caught by Jackson. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Newton now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The ball.
To the air again, Newton. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They fake the give. Newton. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Newton. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Lets it go for Nelson. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 39 that time. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. From the gun, Rivers. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Set, 390.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Now Newton on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Peterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing him incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Following the interception here, Rivers. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Here comes Gilbert. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Gun.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he checks this one down to Williams. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Again, Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. The 20. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your deep.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Orleans Darkwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rivers. And a 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They go play action here on 1st down. Crowder's got it over the middle. Touchdown, Packers! Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Here's Newton. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score, they know the situation, and by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hurry up!
They just got that playoff. Now Rivers. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The pitch to Fournette. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run with Fournette. They find some open field here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, it's Williams. Williams loses the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Darkwa. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
20.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gun. Hey.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He finds his target. It's Crowder. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. On first down, it's Newton. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On first down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Newton's going to throw it. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Packers. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Rivers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rivers on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rivers now perfect since the second half started, 7-7. It's 1st and 10. Now Rivers, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Play action now, Rivers. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's caught. Nelson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey!
From the gun, Rivers. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, go orange. Orange. 190.
Rivers again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Packers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run with Darquan. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And the Giants ready to come out now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Green Bay, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.